Hi everybody, this is M from DIYM. Today, as you can see, I'm making kind of similar to the video I did recently on pens, pencils, and Pokey Tools. So these are letter openers. That's what this guy is. And then this guy is a nail art or diamond art or gem picker-upper tool. I don't know what you want to call it exactly. I'm going to try to link the links for these guys down below and some of the beads and things that I used in this video. So I hope you guys like that. But yeah, I'm just demonstrating on two different ones how to bead and stuff like that. There's a lot of beading process going on with these if you decide to pick these kind of tools to do that with. So if you like playing around with beads and jemmies, this might be kind of a fun one for you. And then this is a letter opener. A lot of people need letter openers. I've never had a letter opener ever, so I think this is really fun for me to do. But if you just like a few beads, you can do that. But if you also like doing a lot of beading, this is also a nice one because you can always make a little dangle and clip it to that as well. So if you like wire wrapping, there's a whole bunch of dangles you could make and bead. So yeah, so there's that. So I'm just basically just demonstrating the process, showing you all the different products that I have, the beads that I have to work with, but I hope it inspires you in some way to see what kind of fun things you can make. So without further ado, on to the video. So I have some of the old beads from the previous video. Just be warned, there is going to be some crinkling happening here, so if you don't like that, I'm so sorry. Maybe you can try to mute this. I try to, if I can, edit my closed captioning, so hopefully you can still hear what I'm saying by reading that. So yeah, if you don't like hearing crinkling noises for all the things that I'm using, feel free to turn down the volume and put on the closed captioning, okay guys? But I did get quite a few pens, even though I'm not going to be using them for this video. I'm probably going to use these for off-screen just to make with other people and craft days. I think it'd be kind of fun to just craft with people randomly. So this one, I think this is a 40 pack and this one is a 50 pack, so I should have 90 pens altogether. I know that seems like a lot, but I think it'd be just really fun to just make a whole bunch of pens. I will try to link these down below for you guys in case you're interested in a whole bunch of different pens. But yeah, so these are nice kind of pastel colors, and then these are a big mixture of different colors. It's nice because there's quite a few oranges, so that's nice if you're doing something for Halloween. Nice green for, kind of looks similar actually. Nice green for if you're doing a Christmas time. There's also some red ones in here for Christmas. And there's a couple of these kind of green ones. So there's some nice colors and stuff for different occasions in case you want to make fun pens for different occasions. You can make Easter ones. Like these are nice Easter colors. Red and pink for Valentine's Day, even some white. So tons of options. So I'm hoping that these are good pens still. It should be really good. So I'm gonna put that aside. And I'm gonna bring out the stuff that you guys probably want to see. I have these letter openers. So I think this is a 10 pack. Yeah. And they're all different colors. There might be a couple that are very similar, but most of the colors I think are very different from each other. So this is kind of cool in case you want to, say you already gave some pens to somebody, you want to give them something a little bit different. Because I feel like not a lot of people have letter openers necessarily, but some people need them. So I think that this is kind of a cool present to give somebody. So there's that. And then so this guy is what I was talking about in the original pen, pencil, Pokey Tool video that I did not long ago. So you could use this for picking up diamond art to put that delicately on the canvas that you're working with. But also, apparently this is being sold as a nail art tool too. So I guess it could be either or. I'm not sure if it can be a Pokey Tool. It has like a little hole here so you can probably get some wax and still use it for small things as well. But it should have a wax tip already right here at the end as well. A cover too. So there's 10 of these guys as well. But yeah, I think this is a cool one and really unique in case you like to do diamond art or nail art, or you know people that do, so you can gift that to them. But yeah, this is kind of a neat one. There's lots of different ones. I was looking on Etsy as well as AliExpress. I saw there was somebody who offered, in case somebody isn't artsy, I guess, there's bottle cap openers, which I think is really cool because obviously lots of people, if you don't drink beer, there's lots of other things that have a bottle cap that you can open. There's certain pop or soda for those of you who are in the States. So there's that. There's also, I've seen X-Acto knives or craft knives, box cutters, whatever you want to call them, that you can also bead. There's all sorts of different ones. Yeah, so it's really cool because you can sort of tailor this stuff to suit a person you want to gift to. Think about their aesthetics. You don't have to make them super pretty if the person's not into really pretty aesthetics. I showed you guys how to do video game sort of ones. There's all the different types of styles you can do with this, and I think it's a fun little pastime for some people. Anyways, there's that. So I got a ton more of these guys. I'm gonna like put these guys in here here in this little jar. But yeah, I have all sorts of different colors. So I got specific colors that I was lacking in the original mix that I got, because I only got 1 or 2 of certain colors. So I wanted a lot more pinks. So I got lots of pinks. I got blue, almost like a teal kind of color. I got a rainbowy rhinestone, and it's silver. And then a similar thing here, a rainbowy rhinestone, but I think it's like a rose gold. So I'll show you guys that. I'm gonna open this up. Oh, I think these that I put in here have some sort of damage going on them, so that's why I left them in here. But yeah, I'll just mix them all together mostly. So this is the pink. This is what I was really hoping for. I like purple ones too, but I just wanted to get a bunch of pinks. So there's a whole bunch of those. I'm gonna stick those in there. Oops, come on, get out of there. Anyways, I'll get them out in a second. But yeah, this is a little easier to see, I think, because they're very bright. I think these are really pretty. These teal ones are really pretty. Okay, so there's that. So these are the silver rhinestones, rainbowy colors. They're really pretty. See, it has this beautiful rainbowy kind of shine. I think that's really pretty. So pretty, right? A whole bunch of those guys. And then last but not least, kind of a similar thing, but it has a rose gold effect instead of silver. So these are really pretty too. They got a bit of a different look because of the rose gold. See? Super pretty, right? Anyways, that's that. So I got a whole bunch of these spacer beads now, and I can just sort of mix them around there. Yeah, I'm gonna put these ones back. So anything that I find that's a dud, I'm just gonna probably stick it in there. So I got these ones, and they're similar to the 80 finish ones that I showed you guys earlier, but I got a couple packs of those this time, so those are really pretty. So I got those. These ones might be the ones that were left over from last time, so I might use some of these as well. These ones are really pretty though too. And then I got some, these are the old ones too, these are the metallic-y mirror finish ones. So I thought these were bigger. I guess I got really small ones. So we'll see if these even fit on the tools. We'll see if that actually can go on there or not. And same with this guy. I'm not sure if the hole is big enough for things to fit, but we can just try it out. If not, we can always use that for just a beading project or something. But this is like a pink disco ball bead, I think it's called. I'll link this stuff down below regardless if I use this or not. And then I got some more glow-in-the-dark beads. They're a little bit smaller, I think, from the last ones. That's okay. So the regular gumball beads, and then these ones are called lentil beads. So they're a different shape, almost like a UFO look to them. So there's that. I really like the glow-in-the-dark beads. I think they're a lot of fun. And I like the fact that these are spacer beads, these lentil beads. They're a little thinner, so it's a little easier to put more stuff on a pen, Pokey Tool or whatever, right? I also have, so I got more of this. I need to get more of them, but I went to a site that looked similar, but instead of getting 5 in a pack, I got only 2. So I was kind of disappointed with that. I put the links for them down below, but I also put the links for the 5 packs first. So hopefully you guys can get that, but just look at the descriptions and make sure that that's the ones that you're getting. So I got, one of them is supposed to be rose gold, I think, but it doesn't really look that rose goldy. These ones look both like they're gold, and then this one's just a silver. So I don't know what happened there, but one of these was supposed to be rose gold. I think I have one rose gold left over. Yeah, it's a little different. It doesn't look like it probably, but yeah, they both look like they're just gold. So that one's pretty disappointing, unfortunately. And then I got some bows. So I think these are gonna be fun to play with. They're plasticky kind of bows that have this cool look to them, because everyone's really into bows these days, it seems. And then these ones are flocked, so they look velvety, little pastel velvety bows. I thought these were really pretty. So for this, it's white, yellow, a very light mint color, and then there's pink. There's a few different colors of pink, it looks like too. A darker pink and a lighter pink. These guys, it's neat because they have a peach tone, a light pink, a brighter pink, purple. There's only one purple here. A couple mints, white, and then some, looks like a periwinkle blue. So those are pretty. So I got that. I might bring back some stuff here because I've got a few other, we'll see what I make. We'll see what I make. I'm not sure what I'm going to make on screen quite yet. We'll see exactly what I'm going to do, but that's basically what I've got right now. Okay, almost forgot. So this is really cool for the pens. We've got pen refills. It's a 50 pack of each one. So one of them's pink, there's a black, a blue, and a purple. I think that's blue and purple. I think that's the black there, but I'm pretty sure that's the pink. Those are the colors I got, because blue and black, they're pretty standard, and pink and purple are just fun colors. So I just figured that'd be kind of fun to gift with a pen or something, to gift as a refill. I might just gift all 4 of them because I've got so many. As I said, I've got like 50 or so. So it depends on the person that I'm gifting to and what kind of colors they're really into, but I thought that'd be kind of fun to just put these together in a little tiny package and gift those with my pens. So that's kind of a cool option in case you guys want to make a bunch of these pens, but you're afraid of gifting them because of the refill factor. There are refills available, and I'm going to also link that down below so you guys can check that out. And there's other colors too, not just the 4 that I ended up choosing. There's quite a few different colors, so I figured you guys would like to see that. And then obviously with the pencils, you can get refills for pencils almost in any art store, so that's perfectly fine. But yeah, I got these guys from AliExpress. I'm sure you can get them elsewhere too. Maybe Etsy or somebody is sourcing from AliExpress. I'm not sure. Maybe you can get these on Amazon too. I'm not honestly 100% sure. I haven't checked that out yet, but it's kind of neat. It was packaged really well. They didn't seem to get damaged or anything, and they were in this. They look like almost like a fruit packaging, almost like styrofoam. So that was cool. I just wanted to show you guys that. Okay, I'm hoping this video isn't going to be as long as the last one. I just wanted to try doing some fun stuff. If you want to, I got some new flower centers. If you want to, you can glue that on beads to make them look a little bit prettier. I've seen people glue them all over the bead. You can just do one on a bead, but yeah, I think these are really, really pretty. Okay, and then okay, so yeah, so I got really pretty, I call them flower centers, but you could probably even also use this on the pen maybe. I'm gonna see if I can, because these ones actually have holes in them. This one looks like it has bigger holes, so I might be able to use this as like a bead. I think it's like a bead end or something. Anyways, I'll see what I can do here with those. So which one should I do first? I'm gonna do, you know what, I like letter openers. I think that letter openers are really pretty and really cool. Maybe let's do a pink one. So this is a nice bright pink, glow in the dark. These, I have no idea what's going to work here, so I'm just going to bring a bunch of stuff back here. I want to see if these guys fit on these things. They look like they might. It's hard to say. Some of the old and new beads mingling with each other. I'm probably not going to bring this back, to be honest, because I don't want to make a pen like that for this video, but hopefully you guys like that one. That was really cool. Okay, we got a big spread here for just this one. Thank you. All right, let's see what actually works on here. So I'm going to open this up. Do I have to snip it open? No, it just comes right out. Okay, sweet. I feel like I'd have to make a dangle. If these little beads don't work, maybe I can try to make some sort of tiny little dangle that I can put on here. So this looks like a little fun clasp. You can just hang anything you want on there. So that's cool. So this is nice. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna twist it on like that. I think you basically just twist off this bit here. This top part. It looks like it comes right off. Go counterclockwise. There you go. Okay, let's put that aside. Alright, I'm just gonna try these out and see if one of these guys works on here. Try this purpley one. Does this fit over top of this? Ooh, it does. Oh, that's nice. You can make some thin looking beaded things. That's fun. But I'm gonna see if the disco beads work. Oh, it's like a bag inside a bag. Well, that helps with packaging and making sure that things don't get lost. Can this go over top of that? Is this too small? This might be too small. Oh, no. Oh my god. I'm actually able to do that. Wow. That's so fun. These might be fun spacer beads to do. I might actually put these near the top with some bows. I like that yellow bow though. So maybe I'll do the more intense pink bow. Well, I guess this is the most intense pink bow. And then there's this intense pink bow too, which kind of goes with that one. I don't know. I kind of wanted to make something with a fuzzy bow on it. I don't really love this bow though. Will this actually look good? Okay, that's interesting. Well, that seems to go in the crevice pretty easily there. I just want to see if I reverse this. No, that's so interesting. So I'm assuming this goes on there okay too. Huh, so it's really hard to get all up in there. Okay. Let's see if these bows are actually any better. I'm gonna see how they work with the small beads as well. Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. I said this in the last video, but in case you haven't seen that video, you can always glue things down with E6000 just so that things don't shift around if you don't really like that. If you do like that, it's always a nice fidget toy, right? So that's kind of cool. So these bows are a little bit better than these bows when it comes to not seeing the actual silver here. So that's really cool. Good thing to note. So I'm just gonna put that aside for now. I might still play with this fuzzy bow, but I just want to put that aside for now. Okay, cool. So let's see what kind of things I can do here. Maybe I'll put this on top, but I'll put some bigger beads down below. A lot of playing around with this, guys, but hopefully you like doing that sort of thing. Ooh, fancy. Nope, not that. Put this guy on. I feel like I need another bead in here though, no? Yeah, I think so. I think I need maybe another half bead. Oh, I don't like that one. That one's kind of a dud. Okay. Let's try to get one that's not a dud. One that's pretty all the way around. Okay. So put that in the dud bag. That looks so cool. I'm just gonna move this around here a little bit so you can see the sparkles on that. Wow, what do you guys think of that? That looks so pretty. If I can just make dangles for this, that would look so cool. Just to dangle something on the end of that. If you're gonna do this with friends, that'd be a fun thing to do as a bead day. In case you're sick of doing jewelry, you can always make dangles. I should probably attempt that on this channel. I've seen other people doing it obviously, but I've always kind of wanted to try. This is so pretty. I love this bow though, right? So cool. I wish I could have done something with this fuzzy bow. It's really unfortunate that down here is just so narrow, so it's hard to get like a tiny little bead in there. But I like that this actually is open enough that you don't see the silver. It looks really nice. All right, and then this glows in the dark too, so that's really fun. What do you guys think? In case you want something different than a pen, pencil, that sort of thing. I think it's always nice to give somebody a letter opener, especially if they still get paper mail from people, or it's always nice if you're, say, opening a package. Obviously, there's also, as I said before, box cutters that you can also bead, so that might be nice if you get a lot of packages. So cute. Love it. Love it. Might do more pretty things. I could do something video game related, but I kind of did that with the last thing. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to do more pretty stuff. So I did one of those. I'm not gonna do a ton of these things. I just wanted to do one of each. One letter opener and one diamond nail art picker-upper, I guess, of sorts. So I'm gonna put this aside and then I'll show you guys that in the end. Sorry, there's a garbage truck happening. It's a little loud. So yeah, so I'm gonna do these guys next. I'll show you how these all look in the end. This one looks like you're gonna have to do a lot of beading for it, so that's gonna be interesting. So I might be able to fit a lot more beads on this one. This one's just if you want a few things to bead, but then as I said, you can always do a little dangle. That's extra beaded things you can do, right? I'm gonna do another pink one just for fun. I mean, you can go either side, I think. To put it on, it seems to go... Okay, so to take it off, it's counterclockwise, but to put it on, it's clockwise, okay? It's pretty much the same as these other ones. If you want to, you can tighten this up a bit. But yeah, so there's a little cover on here, so you can take that off. I think this is supposed to be kind of like a permanently sticky thing. I just want to see if it does anything. Let's see. Do I have anything small? Here, I'm going to get my little tiny things out. I've got a little tiny thing of little diamondy things here. So I'll just pick up. Oh, there we go. Awesome. So it picks it up really easily without being too sticky. I think that's cool. And then this side, if you want to buy that sticky wax for diamond dots, you just sort of stick it in the hole there, and then you just stick it in the hole, and then you just pick it up with that, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, so this is cool. This actually picks things up pretty well. There we go. That's right on the center. So yeah, in case it's hard for you to pick up things, I'm gonna try it on something else here. This is so great! I love this! Oops. Wow, it seems to work really good. So cool. Okay, so that's really neat. And then you just put the cover back on so that it doesn't get all messy when you're gifting it to somebody. Or keep it on for whoever you're gifting to. So that's cool. So excited for that. All right, let's do a combination of stuff. And again, you can play with colors. It doesn't have to be monochromatic like I tend to do. I just want to play with this. You can put that in the center as well, maybe. Oh yeah, I was going to see if any of these guys actually fit. I should check and see if these guys fit. Well, first of all, let's check and see if these guys fit over top of these, because these might be a little thicker. I'm not sure. Uh-oh. Are these guys gonna be harder to do? Is this a smaller hole? I'm not sure. They might be good for the letter openers. Uh-oh. These ones don't seem to fit on here, so okay, that's fine. Let's see if the other ones do, though. Those ones are gonna work. Okay, nice. Okay, I'll play with those guys. Alright, but let's see if any of these guys will work. I think these guys have a larger hole. Are these gonna fit on here? Oh, very cool. Okay. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but I might be able to put this on top or something. That's pretty. Nope, that doesn't go in there, but you can give it a whirl. We can give it a whirl. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll just play around. Maybe I can do almost like a pastel rainbow thing. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I don't think I want to do the bright. I don't want to do metallic. I don't want to do these guys because I just did that. And I don't want to do bright glow in the dark ones. I'm going to try to play with something pretty like this, even though this is kind of bright. These fuzzy bows were not going to work out, I guess. It's unfortunate. They're so cute. Maybe I'll do on the very bottom another flowery one. I don't know. I like this combo though. I'm just going to try to keep it together. Ah! I gotta really twist it on there. We go. How did I have it? Something like this. I don't remember now. Ah. Oh, maybe I'll do, instead of this coral, I do love this coral though. Maybe I'll do the yellow. And then I can do this coral bow. I love this because it's got a couple of coral bows, so maybe I'll do that. Woohoo! Just so that when it's upside down, it'll go from different directions, right? Okay, there's a nice combo. Okay, that's cool. All right, I think I got something here. I don't know if it's colors that you guys are into, but you guys let me know down below if you like them. I think these are a lot of fun. Anyways, there you go. There's a couple different things you can do here. I'm gonna put away this stuff real quick. So yeah, so I did a few different combos. They're mostly with the bows. I love the bows. I think that looks really pretty. Kind of like the fact that I did this one in the center. So if you flip it around, it's the same combo, just different colors happening here. There's still fidget spinners kind of, so you can fidget with them. But if you want to, as I said, you can glue these down. That would be really nice. It might be good to glue down for something like this if you need to do delicate work, but you can also hold on to these areas here. So it's not that big of a deal if they're glued down or not. But yeah, I think these look really cool. Let me see, I'm gonna put that up like that. I think that's kind of how we designed it, right? These are really cool. I really like the idea of these. I think they're really fun. So I hope you guys like this video. As I said, you can do all sorts of different types of things. So this is just examples of other tools you can decorate, and a lot of fun to make something different to gift to somebody. And as I said, you can even continue beading if you wanted to do a little dangle here, if you've got a bunch of little tiny pretty beads or cabochons or whatever, and hang things from that. So you can dress it up even further if you wanted to. So that's kind of a nice option. But yeah, anyways, this is pretty much the end of the video. This is pretty simple and straightforward. I hope you guys like that. If you do, please be sure to give me a like and subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and share the video with anybody who you think is going to like this kind of content. So I think this is really fun. It's a fun new way of beading things. You don't have to do just jewelry. You can do craft tools or other kinds of fun tools. As I said, you can do the bottle cap opener. I'll try to find a list of things and maybe link that down below for you guys. But yeah, a lot of people need, I personally don't have a letter opener, so this is my first time making something like this, and it's great that I have one now. I think I have a tool kind of like this, but I don't have this specific end on it that it actually doesn't feel sticky, which is kind of cool. So that's really neat too. Anyways guys, if you didn't see my pen, pencil, and Pokey tool video, I'm gonna link that down below for you guys, and you can check that one out if you like this kind of thing. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope you all have an amazing day. Take care everybody. Have a good one. Bye!